at the moment. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I not? Wait, hold on. This...
Hi there.
Yep.
Hey Jay, where did you put that shoelace last night?
Okay, so
Oh,
we
no.
figured out what was going on. My headset had died.
I'm glad you diagnosed the issue. That's fine. It can be hard to tell because the main theme kind of sounds like your headphones are breaking.
All right, testing some audio again. We're ready to go.
All right. Cool. Same.
Okay, we are ready to go.
All right. Are we live? All right. Cool.
Yep, we are live right now. And then just
Sure. All right.
go ahead and
great.
give me a
So this is Hylics.
countdown. I can
Came out in
set the
2015
timer
on the
right
PC.
away.
It was made by one guy named Mason Lindroth. It's a weird game, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, we're good to go. Let's count down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is a surrealist JRPG with pretty conventional gameplay, but a really unique art style that kind of combines claymation and line drawings, and I think a little bit of 3D art, but I'm not entirely sure about that. So you play as this guy named Wayne, and he's on his adventure to visit the moon and conquer the Moon King Gibby. The lore behind that, we believe, is that Wayne has been banished to a terrestrial hellscape by the Moon King Gibby, and so now Wayne's trying to get his revenge for some wrongdoing that Gibby committed. So we are currently on that terrestrial hellscape. We just learned a move there called Mystic Meat, which is going to protect us from special attacks. And these guys really want to encounter me, so I'm going to go around here and go into this warp zone. So right now my mission is to find some friends to join my party so that we can all go to the moon together and take down Gibby. And the first friend that we're going to pick up is called Samsnosa. And Samsnosa's living in this house just past this like weird dreamy area. So we're just kind of walking along, enjoying the scenery. There's this like weird brain, this weird like goopy brain thing that you can encounter down here, but we're just going to go around it in the interest of time. Again, there's a lot of fighting that just kind of can happen in the speedrun, but doesn't really happen. So we really just do like the core boss fights in this game, which makes it a pretty quick speedrun. The first time that I played this game, it took me 4 hours to like figure everything out and beat the game, but now we can beat it in about 20 minutes, knowing what we know about the route. I played this game pretty actively like last year, and then the Flying Marlin came along and kind of optimized the route a little bit. It took a record for me, so I'm going to try to get it back during this run, and then probably on stream after for a little bit. He has a 1939, which is the current world record. Alright, so we just picked up on Samsnosa. Samsnosa was like couch-ridden because she couldn't find her magic gauntlets anywhere, but it turns out that they were just hiding in her basement. So we got them for her, and then she got off the couch, and we learned Bubbles, which is a poison attack move. And in her basement are these things called ambulance skulls, and when you walk into ambulance skulls, they kill you immediately. So I just did that to do a death warp, and now we're going to go back into my house, and we're going to get our next friend. And while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to equip Samsnosa's magic gauntlets, which increases her attack considerably and makes some of these boss fights possible. Oops. All right, so our next friend that we're going to collect is Deduzmoln, and Deduzmoln lives on top of this mountain here. The name of the mountain changes every time, which is pretty cool. This game has a ton of like randomly generated text, and the town names and the mountain names are always randomized, kind of based on syllables. Alright, so Deduzmoln's looking for some paper cups. Turns out that there are some paper cups hanging out in this tent, hiding underground. So these are going to be used to increase our MP. Every time we interact with a water cooler and we have a paper cup, it's going to increase our magic, which we'll use for special attacks like this one, called Space Shurikens. And Space Shurikens is a double damage attack, which is super handy, again, for getting some quicker kills in some of these boss fights. This is our first intentional encounter with Flesh Dash, who follows a set attack pattern. So we're going to manipulate that set attack pattern to do a quick death warp, again, just to warp to the next area that we want to go to. So we died again. We get to see this killer death animation again. And so now we're going to go to the second warp point that I activated, and we're going to heal up before our fight with the Horror Projection. The Horror Projection, what's up? Hell yes.
Just letting you know,
y'all are gonna love it.
Incentive for
Y'all are
Jam
gonna love
Out
the
has
Jam
been
Out
met.
session. Alright, good. Awesome, great. Looking forward to that. Thank you to everybody who donated for that. Keep donating, by the way. There's plenty of other cool incentives going on during this little marathon. All right, so we're off to the Horde Projection, which is our first big boss fight. The Horde Projection is a security device that protects people from accessing the Harbor Gate lock. And we need to open up the Harbor Gate in order to take the boat to our next area. So that's what we're doing right here. We're going to beat the Horde Projection. Carefully. I'm going to take down his guard first with a couple of Space Shurikens. Again, that's double damage. We poisoned him. We're going to spam some more Space Shurikens, hopefully take him down in the next couple of fights, or next couple of turns here. That should do it. Yeah, we got him. Alright, so that was the Horde Projection fight. Things go pretty fast. There's a lot of quick decision making because there's an instant text option, and there's a disabling battle animations option, which I did at the very start of the run, which makes these turns like take no time at all. So in terms of speedrunning, you really have to think in the moment as to like what your next move is going to be, which makes it a pretty complicated run because there's a good deal of RNG that can turn a battle around basically on a dime. All right, and that was our third and final Death Warp of the run. So that opens up access to this little area here. We're going to get a Bestial Axe to give to the Desmol. We're going to drink from this water cooler here again to boost our magic. And to activate the portal over here. Boop. And now we're off to our next area. This next area leads to an aircraft, which will allow us to access different areas. But right now we have our boat, and we're going to go over to the graveyard, which starts off our next leg of the run. We're technically in Act 2. There's supposed to be a little Act 2 cutscene that plays, but we actually skipped it with that third Death Ward. Alright, the graveyard's pretty interesting. It's a little puzzle game. If you know where all the ladders are underneath... Oops, my bad. If you know where all the ladders are, it makes it pretty quick. Basically, there are 8 ladders hiding underneath these little tombstones here. Some of them have these little flesh zombies that we have to avoid encounters with. And I'm gonna dodge that guy real quick, like. Okay. But yeah, there's a little map at the start of this room that kind of tells you where all the places are. It's not really a difficult puzzle. The issue is more just avoiding these guys so that you don't encounter them. There's a lot of like there's a lot of like very minute movements that have to be considered here so that I don't run into them. Because unintentional encounters take up a good chunk of the run. So you have to limit those as much as possible. This is kind of a quiet part of the run. We're learning Health Chant right now, which is going to give us some HP boosts for some of the later fights. Oh my god, I keep running into these guys. Oh shit. That's not good. Am I dead? I think I might be dead. That's not a big deal. We'll just go back to the graveyard. But that's the difficulty with unintentional counters, is that sometimes they can set you back a little bit. No big deal. We'll just take the boat, and this time we're going to heal up, learn from my mistakes a little bit. No big deal. So we were most of the way done with the graveyard segment. Again, just trying to dodge those guys wherever possible. Most of the time you can escape from those flesh zombies, but unfortunately I got some bad RNG where I couldn't escape. Alas. Alright, so we're back here pretty quickly. I'm going to go to the right now. And I'm just going to double check that I actually activated that switch without running into this guy here. Yeah, I did not activate the switch. Gotcha. Oh my god, dude. Get me out of here. Okay, back on track. There shouldn't be any more encounters. There's like one more room where I could potentially encounter Flesh Zombie. And it's this one here. There we go. Oh my god. I'm just like walking right into them. There we go. Do a little juke there. Alright, so we activated a switch after activating all those other switches, and it opens up this little portal here to the next area, which we affectionately refer to as the walking simulator portion, because we just have to walk from point A to point B. Oh, go for it.
Up, we have
This is a perfect time.
Just let me know whenever you're ready to just have that read. Alright. So we got a $25 donation from SexRex.
Nice,
So
thanks,
to those
SexRex.
who are about to jam out, I salute you.
Alright, so this is called Veggie Skip. It's just a kind of precise encounter skip that we do here. I just ran into the Monoops, of course, so I can't escape this fight, so I actually have to die now. Which is why it's very important that we do the skip. I also should have done a safety save, shit. This run's such a mess right now. Oh, I killed one of them, nice. I should just be like, whatever, it's fine. Alright, so we slayed Wayne's crew, and I'm pretty sure that Monoops is actually in my way now. So I'm gonna have to load another save. Actually, well, let me just double check first. You know what, I'm just gonna go to the safety save. Get back up here. We're gonna go. Oh my god, I just saved over it. It's fine. Okay. Keep it together. Alright, we're gonna return to the title screen. We're gonna load a save. This one here. Alright. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I have to do this real quick. Classic marathon run stuff. I'm going to take my time with this encounter skip this time around. Okay. Good thing I had a backup save, because otherwise there would be no way for me to move past that section. Because the Monoops freezes in place when you encounter him. Let's see, I actually have to do this real quick. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to wait for their cycles to desync, and then we'll actually do the skip. If all goes according to plan here. Okay. This is okay because I can actually escape these encounters. So we should be all set here. There we go. Alright, that's the veggie skip. We got it. Woo! Alright. That's such an important skip because both of those fights take forever and require your party to be pretty leveled up. So there's like basically no getting around those that skip there in terms of speedrunning the game. So we got there eventually, and now we're going to go through this room here, and we're off to Act 3, the final act of the game. This is where the 3 final boss fights of the game come into play. Okay, so we have our airship now. I'm going to use that to first fly back to this area. And I'm going to pick up some upgrades. Again, I'm adjusting my route a little bit because I had to use that backup save. So, first I'm going to chat with this guy. And let's see. No, we're not going to do that. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to go into the shield shop. we are going to pick up 2 combat bells. We're going to bounce out of here. Alright, so those are shields that I'm going to equip right now. So Wayne's going to get the combat bell. Desmond will also get a combat bell here. Okay. And so I'm actually going to do one more death warp here, just so I can pick up that bestial axe again. And then we're going to be off to fight Pongorma. Actually, we can just go like this. So I'm going to walk down to this ambulance skull here. Oh, hopefully. Here, I'm going to go to the other side. Just to do this death warp. Because I do want to preserve my HP, and if I walk into an ambulance skull, my HP will actually be preserved. Let's see, wait for this guy to do his thing. Okay. Good, so he died. We're gonna get the bestial axe, which I will equip for Duduzmon. Down over here. Okay. So now I'm going to give that to Duduzmon. I'm actually going to heal up real quick. Okay. So let's go fight Pongorma. Pongorma lives in this like weird seashell area. His house is guarded by this like weird lock that we have to unlock. The solution to the puzzle is somewhere on this island, but we already know the solution, so we're just gonna come here and unlock his little apartment. Alright, so this is Pongorma. We fight him in his own house. First we have to take his guards down, so I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to health chant just to make sure I don't die. And again, we're just going to use space shurikens on him to really kind of wear him down. Hopefully Thomasnosa stays alive. Yes, okay, good. Okay. So I'm poisoned, that's not a big deal because we're just going to heal up after this anyways. There we go, got him. Alright. Yeah, I think it was inspired by those games to a certain extent. It's got a very unique art style to it. Alright, so we're going to go back to Wayne's house real quick. We're going to heal up now that Pongorma's in our party. And so next up, we're going to fight Clawman. And Clawman runs this like secret laboratory with some kind of secret room that we can't access. So we have to chat with him to see if we can get access to the laboratory. Go for it. What's up?
Looks like we have a donation, so just let me know whenever you're good for it. Alright, the Flying Marlin donates $5, and he says, "See what happens, Ham? See what happens when you find a zombie in the graveyard?" Let's get
quick Clawman action here. So he's asking for a password. We don't know the password, so we have to fight him. There's no getting around that. Here, I have to actually think about this. Bubbles, panorama, partial destruct. Pongorma died. That kind of stinks. This. Okay, Desmond's dead. Oh my god, please. Okay. Actually, you know what? Vegetable and some Snows. Some Snows is dead. Oh my god, I'm so close to killing him. I got him. Okay. I have 10 HP left. Holy shit. Okay. Nice. Alright, so we killed Clawman, he gave us a ton of money, and now we're going to access his secret room off to the right here. And get even more money. So this is actually just like a money-making machine that Clawman operates. And now we're just going to take that money and get out of here. So we have $250,000 now. That was more or less a typical Clawman fight. It's very clutch because we are so low powered right now. That like it's very down to the wire. I'd say that that's probably the most stressful part of the run. Because it can really go either way. Pongorma usually gets attacked first, and if Pongorma dies then he can't do his super powerful partial destruct attack, which removes 25% of Clawman's HP. Alright, so we're going to do some more shield upgrades here. And actually, I'm just going to do the Eclipse now. Let's see, so Wayne is going to get Torso Shell and a Berry Shield. Samsnos is going to get a Berry Shield. Desmond is going to get Torso Shell and Berry Shield. And Pongorma is going to get a Berry Shield as well. Okay. So those are just like super powerful shields that decrease my susceptibility to powerful attacks. And so now we're off to the final leg of the fight here. We have everything we need. We have our four buddies. We have a ton of money, thanks to Clawman, and now we're going to go to the moon. Let's do it. So this guy sells hot dogs and also spaceship keys. So I'm going to buy like 40 hot dogs and 1 ship key. Just Hylics things. Okay, no cone cultist encounter. Nice. The one thing that went right this run. That guy can keep you in the spaceship for way longer than you want to be kept in there, so it's nice that we were able to work around him. The hot dogs restore 50% of my team's HP every time that I use one. So those are super, super useful for this last fight. Okay, so we're going to pick up a Bestial Axe here for Wayne in this treasure chest. Or Semi Axe, rather, stand corrected. Okay, and over here we're going to get a juice pack for the team, which will restore their magic points. So we'll be able to get a lot of special attacks in, right? Alright, here we are. This is the final room. We finally meet Gibby, who has like this weird orange for a head. Alright, so this is a very nuanced battle, so I'm going to try to focus here. Why did I do partial destruct on him? That was a big mistake. Ay. Okay, well Gibby's confused, which is good. So now I'm going to focus attack the left guy. And Pongorma is going to be on hot dog duty here. Gibby's not confused anymore. The longer that Gibby's confused, the longer that he inflicts damage on himself rather than the team. So we want him to be kind of incapacitated for as long as possible. Oh my god, don't die, Wayne, thank you. Alright, let's be sure again. Let's do one more panorama here just to maybe confuse Gibby again. Wayne is really hurting right now. Let's see. Sunsnose is going to use the juice pack here. We're going to heal up here. Okay. So we can do that for a turn. Okay, so both of his statues are down, which means Gibby, who has been taking damage from the poison this entire time. So hopefully he'll go down in the next couple of turns. Alright, he's about to go down. We got him. Gibby's down for the count. Alright, so everybody just leveled up even though there's no leveling system in the game. Everybody just gained a ton of EXP. And so now we're going to escape Gibby's lair. Time will be coming up when the switch stops moving in a second. You'll know what I'm talking about when we get there. But first we have this nice little cutscene. Save the animals. Alright, get ready on time. Time. 27:40. records of 1939. So that run was kind of, but hey, it was fun. It was fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It's a really fun game to watch.
Hey,
play.
no worries.
So check it out. We have a very small speedrunning community where there's like 2 of us who occasionally do runs. But yeah. Alright, so the donation incentive was meant to jam out, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So away I go. We're going to first get to the... We need to get to this area. This area is where the action happens. So I'm going to take my boat here. I have to summon the airship over here. So this is like a cool little Easter egg area in the game. Community, yeah, community with quotes around it, definitely. Believe it or not, I got a PB last night. It was like a mid-20. Alright, so this is the jam out area. So you'll notice I have a keytar. We have Samsnosa on vocals. We have Pongorma here on the drum machine, and we have Duduzmon on a theremin. And down here we have all of our party guests, and there's actually a move that you can learn right here. Forget what it is. What is it? Dissect. Okay, I don't even know what it's for. Unessential, but in any case, you can play these instruments using the interact button for Pongorma, Duduzmon, and Samsnosa, and then you can actually play the guitar here too. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get this going here. And you can actually layer the vocals and the theremin. Rocking out. And you can also change the guitar tone too, which is pretty cool. I love that you can loop the theremin. It just creates this big mess. And the best part is that the theremin keeps playing when you leave the room. And that is Hylics. Thank you guys so much for jamming out with me. Thanks for watching the run. Keep donating. This is for a really good cause. Much love.